The United States inaugurated its 47th president on January 20, 2025. Donald J. Trump, returning to the White House after a 4-year hiatus, struck a familiar chord. His speech emphasized themes of American strength and a commitment to putting American interests first. The inauguration marked the beginning of his second term, and with it, a renewed focus on policies central to his agenda. These policies, encompassing immigration, national security and foreign relations, would have profound and far-reaching consequences, particularly for minority communities within the U.S. and for the nation's global standing. The coming years promise to be a period of significant change and uncertainty. The president's pronouncements signaled a return to the policies that defined his first term, a period marked by both fervent support and staunch opposition. The world watched, holding its breath, as the new, old administration prepared to embark on its ambitious and controversial agenda. One of the most immediate and impactful policy pronouncements involved immigration. President Trump declared a national emergency at the U.S.-Mexico border. This declaration, echoing a similar move from his first term, granted the administration broader authority to allocate resources and implement stricter border control measures. The president's rhetoric was firm, emphasizing the need to protect American jobs and security from what he described as the threat of illegal immigration. Central to this crackdown was the designation of certain Mexican drug cartels as terrorist organizations. This move, unprecedented in its scope, aimed to disrupt the cartel's operations and stem the flow of narcotics into the United States. However, it also raised concerns about potential human rights violations and the militarization of the border region. The implications for those seeking asylum or a better life in the United States were immediate and far-reaching. The administration's commitment to tightening border security extended beyond physical barriers and increased law enforcement presence. In a move that underscored the role of technology in immigration enforcement, the Department of Homeland Security announced the termination of the CBP-1 app. This mobile application, launched during the previous administration, had been designed to streamline the process for asylum seekers and others to schedule appointments at ports of entry. The decision to end the CBP-1 program was met with immediate criticism from human rights groups and immigration advocates. They argued that the app, while not without its flaws, provided a vital lifeline for vulnerable populations seeking refuge in the United States. Its termination, they contended, would likely result in increased chaos and suffering at the border, forcing desperate individuals into more dangerous and potentially deadly routes. In a move that sent shockwaves across the globe, President Trump reinstated the controversial travel ban. This executive order, widely condemned as discriminatory during his first term, restricted travel from several countries, most of them Muslim-majority nations. The administration defended the ban as necessary to protect national security, citing concerns about terrorism and inadequate vetting procedures in the targeted countries. The American Arab Anti-Discrimination Committee, ADC, swiftly denounced the ban, calling it a blatant attempt to write Muslim exclusion into law. Legal challenges were immediately filed, alleging that the ban violated the Constitution's Establishment Clause, which prohibits the government from favoring one religion over another. The reinstatement of the travel ban marked a return to a policy that had deeply divided the nation and drawn international condemnation. Section 5. A controversial presence, Imam Al-Husaini's inclusion. In a move that surprised many, President Trump included Imam Husham Al-Husainy, a prominent figure in the American Muslim community, in his inauguration ceremony. Imam Al-Husainy delivered a benediction, offering a message of peace and unity. However, his inclusion was met with mixed reactions, largely due to his controversial stance on Hezbollah, the Lebanese